of Super Reaction Bros. I'm Kristen.
I'm Christopher.
And on today's episode, we're taking a look at the newest episode of Death Battle, which pits Smokey the Bear versus McGruff the Crime Dog. Now, for those who lived under a rock since the early 70s, McGruff the Crime Dog was the sponsor for essentially Crime Line.
Yeah.
You know, telling teens to, like, if you see it, report it, telling them what to do.
Take a bite out of crime.
Exactly. And then you have Smokey the Bear, who was a bear who wore pants and a hat and told you to prevent forest fires.
Forest fires. Now the new updated version now is, only you can prevent, wildfires. That's the newest one now.
Oh, well, yeah,
That's the newest one.
Look at what's happened in California recently with
I know, well, that's what I'm saying. That's why I said that's their newest one pretty much that they have, so.
I'll admit, the one advertising I've seen with Smokey the Bear in it, that was pretty funny. Where the guy, you've seen it, right?
Yeah.
Where the guy goes, we can't do it here. This area is too dry.
Too dry, and all of a sudden he comes out of nowhere and just hugs him, and he's just like,
a big hug.
Dude, he just got hugged by Smokey the Bear. He's like, really? It's like, okay.
So, I don't know who will win this. I guess Smokey maybe because he knows how to start a fire, or McGruff because he knows where to get a handgun.
Oh, I really don't know how they're gonna play this out.
That's why you chose.
That's why I chose this one, because we don't do all the death battles. We only do the ones that we know of and we're aware of.
Yeah.
We haven't done one in a while because we haven't done one since actually May. That was the last one we did. But I decided to choose this one because we both grew up with this pretty much, with all of this stuff. But let's just dive right into this and see what the hell we're getting into with this matchup. So here we go.
Yeah.
For Screw Attack's Smokey the Bear versus McGruff the Crime Dog Death Battle. So here we go.
You got it right the first time.
I know, I just realized that. I was like, wait, I got it right the first time.
Okay, so
here we go.
When it comes to public service, two animals have gone far beyond the call of duty.
They're known throughout the world as the symbols of safety. So let's make them fight to the death.
Smokey Bear, the firefighting mascot of forest safety.
That's his actual name.
And McGruff the Crime Dog, taking a bite out of crime wherever he goes.
He's Whiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win.
Oh, it's a whole 2D animation.
Whole 2D animation, that's sweet.
In 1944, America's forests faced an ever-increasing threat. With nearly 16 million men battling Nazis overseas, little manpower remained to combat the spread of forest fires. Every year, 30 million acres of trees would go up in smoke.
Damn, that's even more trees than Snoop Dogg can burn.
America needed a new hero, someone who could prevent these disastrous blazes from occurring in the first place.
And then along came a lovable cartoon bear named Smokey.
So remember, only you can prevent forest fires.
As a mascot, Smokey Bear did what he could to inspire the American people. He even partnered with Bambi to teach the ways of fire safety. However, Smokey was still merely a dream, a figment of imagination, until one fateful day in the Capitan Mountains of New Mexico.
What do you know? A forest fire broke out. The mountain trees were annihilated in a blaze so intense the 30 firefighters called to action were almost incinerated. Thousands of forest critters either fled or died. All but one.
Atop a smoldering tree clung a lone survivor, a small black bear cub. His paws burnt, his family lost to the flames.
So after firefighters rescued him, there was only one name that fit. Smokey!
Well, first they named him Hotfoot Teddy, but they couldn't waste such a great PR opportunity.
Adopted into the National Zoo at Washington, D.C., young Smokey became the living symbol of fire prevention. They even made an animated short of his new official origin story, and it's pretty horrifying, actually.
The public adored young Smokey. He received so much fan mail, he had to get his own zip code. And since then, Smokey has successfully helped prevent forest fires and promote fire safety for over 70 years.
And boy, oh boy, has he done a good job.
Drown your campfires with water. Make sure it's totally wet. Then stir and drown again.
Indeed, in just the first 20 years, annual forest fire damage dropped over 80%.
Yeah, thanks to Smokey's advice, I've never started a forest fire in my entire life.
I don't believe that.
To my knowledge, I've had plenty of opportunities.
Well, I'm impressed. I didn't think you took anybody's advice so seriously.
Why wouldn't I take Smokey's? This guy started a fire safety club, picked up ventriloquism, and even taught the Addams family to put out fires. You know, the people who love pain and things that are generally bad for you.
He's befriended the creatures of the forest, much like a Disney princess.
Stealth
and even
expertise,
infiltrated
camouflage
teams
mastery
to teach their
styles.
characters about fire safety. Also, unlike most
first
mascots at the
time.
time, he successful protected his
feel the
dignity
bear.
through the toughest social experience in recent history, the 90s.
Respect the forest. Protect our trees.
Yeah, he had 90s shades.
This isn't me.
Smoke, we agreed you'd talk to kids in their language.
I know, but I'll just give it to them straight.
Oh, and in case you forgot, he's also a goddamn bear.
An American
Oh, it
black
is that
bear,
commercial
to
we
be
talked
precise.
about.
The largest black bears are over 7 feet tall and exceed 800 pounds, which seems to match Smokey's own size.
Aw.
Smokey's got plenty to fight with, like
Ah, the Revenant!
his trusty shovel and enough muscle to rip your arm off Chewbacca style. And then you have to worry about fighting a bear that's armed.
Is that a pun? It wasn't even bear related.
Wiz, you can't even bear the amount of puns I've got.
Very
You got-
funny
As
cat.
if. Unlike Boomstick, Smokey isn't one to just do the bare minimum. In fact, bears in general are quite durable creatures thanks to their stout anatomy, including a skeleton
going off
so
of bears
stable
now
it
in
endures
general.
long
Yeah.
hibernation without withering.
You better believe Smokey is strong too.
better
Bears his
believe.
size can break trees and flip over boulders weighing more than 350 pounds. When he was just a cub, Smokey even smashed this shitty little house to bits.
He's surprisingly stealthy, able to sneak up on people in broad daylight.
30
with
miles per
barely a
hour?
sound. Also, black bears can run up to 30
For
miles
black
per
bears.
hour.
That's what makes the bear
racist.
cavalry so dangerous. Aside from that, he's accomplished many unbelievable feats to keep the forest safe, like manipulating time.
And also when he disguised himself as a woman without bearing any resemblance to his real body. Boomstick, why don't you introduce his greatest feat with your baritone voice?
Prepare yourself, because Smokey can
Prepare.
actually grow so large, he's bigger than Godzilla. Look at the size of him.
All just to emphasize a point, much like how I'm owning this unbearable pun war.
Oh, I'm still going. I hope you brought some sort of non-perishable snack, because I can do this all day. You're gonna be so embarrassed when you lose.
No, that'll never happen when it's me versus you.
Ha! You missed a bear pun. You're out.
Ursus is Latin for bear, moron.
Ah, damn it! You know Latin weakness. Only I
You
like
like
bears.
this.
Then my only weakness would be bear traps, bear repellent,
Aw.
and bear mace. You know, shit that people had to make to stop bears since they're so unstoppable.
There are some techniques to increase your chances of surviving a bear attack. Some say you can punch your arm down their throat to induce uncontrollable vomiting. Although I wouldn't recommend that because you're definitely going to lose your arm.
And it's gross.
Honestly, all you can really do is make yourself look as large and intimidating as possible.
Now I know a foolproof way to escape a bear. You just gotta be faster than the guy next to you.
Yep.
Well, it's a
I
good
don't
thing
got-
Smokey chose a life of education and isn't chasing people down. The last thing you want after you is an 8-foot-tall bear with a giant shovel and a grudge.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Remember what they say. I don't need to outrun the bear. I just need to outrun you.
Exactly.
Let me take you on a trip back to
The
the
fuck
late
is the Dr. Who
1970s,
monster?
also known as the feel-good decade, a time where individualism and personal liberation took center stage. But not everybody took that as a sign of peace.
Yeah, domestic crime was getting bad. Like,
Jason
really
Voorhees
bad.
and Halloween.
At the turn of the decade, the American people made a hero to save them from themselves. A dog in a trench coat.
This canine began his campaign modestly enough, but he needed a name. After 8 months of polling, he was given one, along with an unforgettable slogan.
Take a bite out of crime.
McGruff, the crime dog.
Focused and determined to make that bite count, McGruff hit the streets hard and fast. In just a year, more than 50% of Americans had seen at least one McGruff advertisement.
Because teenagers are the victims of over 2,000 violent crimes by strangers every day. You can help stop it.
That's because he was willing to get his job done by any means possible, even if it meant ultimate embarrassment. He used commercials, cartoons, comic books, video games, musicals.
He even released his own anti-drug album with such classic singles as Crack and Cocaine.
Cause nobody's needing that crack and cocaine, making a mess of your mind.
And Inhalants.
You'll be suffering pain.
It's funny how this is all true.
Cause inhalants kill. Yeah, it's really, really bad.
As McGruff's plan generally targeted children rather than current criminals, it required patience and time. But it worked. Over the next few decades, crime dropped exponentially. The next generation of America was smarter and safer.
Now, some of you are probably thinking, hey, you can't prove McGruff was responsible for all of that. And I say to you, can you prove he wasn't?
Regardless, McGruff certainly had a massive impact, leading the charge against crime.
I mean, that's seriously impressive, considering all my dog does is sit around licking his balls.
McGruff's not just any dog. He's a 6-foot-tall bipedal bloodhound, a dog breed known for their excellent sense of smell and extremely powerful bites and floppy, adorable ears. Scaling him to your average bloodhound, McGruff can likely run 45 miles per hour, jump 10 feet high, and bite with enough pressure to break bones.
And unlike my dog, McGruff wears a cool trench coat, which not only protects him from the rain and cold, but gives off a neat detective vibe.
However, unlike Thailand's Air Chief Marshal, Mr. Fufu,
rest in peace, buddy.
True story, McGruff doesn't appear to hold an official police rank. He calls himself a pre-tective, which is just as fake as it sounds.
Oh, wait, if a crime hasn't happened yet, then how does he know to stop it? That's like some Minority Report shit.
He possesses a certain set of skills to do so. He has a keen eye for details and context clues. He's exceptional at analyzing and predicting potential crimes in progress.
So he can predict what's gonna happen with a few context clues, but that doesn't mean much if he gets stopped by a bear or whatever.
Luckily, McGruff has plenty of tools and talents. When someone's in trouble, McGruff's circle of respect creates a force field.
Which is apparently the perfect defense against bullies.
While he's not an official member of the police force, he's been hanging around officers for decades. So it's not unreasonable to believe
he's 45 miles per hour?
Training.
Being your own dog has its perks. For example, McGruff's car isn't a standard beat-up police cruiser. It's a friggin' monster truck. This bad mamma jamma is based on a 2010 Ford Super Duty with 540 cubic inches of gas-guzzling badassery.
Definitely an upgrade over his original 96 model. Though I'm not sure what this has to do with preventing crime.
Screw preventing crime! This beautiful beast prevents all kinds of other stuff, like boredom, being a little sissy, and small European cars from going unsmashed. That's enough for me.
Ironically, despite his skills and claim to stop crimes before they happen, he's more of a counselor than a protector, and doesn't actually step in all that often.
No, but he doesn't need to
like
when he can freeze time.
Yes, McGruff is famous for pausing time and breaking the fourth wall to discuss an ongoing potential crime. Unfortunately, while pausing time, McGruff does not seem capable of interacting with the world around him.
That's Jenny, but that's not Jenny's dad. If she gets into that car, that may be the last time you'll see Jenny.
He doesn't even bother saving Jenny from her kidnapper.
Which means he was right. That was the last time we saw
Jenny.
Still, McGruff's campaign has been wildly victorious. It's safe to say he succeeded in taking a bite out of crime.
Oh my god, we didn't even mention the reality flipping switch he has in his office. What the hell is up with that thing?
I'm McGruff the crime dog, and I'm here to help take a bite out of crime.
The bear is winning.
The bear is winning, hands down.
I swear to God, I'm gonna call bullshit the crime dog win. He's going up against a goddamn bear!
It's about food! Grandpappy Boomstick always says that nothing in life is better than good food and making something with your own two hands. And Blue Apron is both those things combined.
Yeah,
Blue
so,
Apron
like
is the
I
number
said,
one
it's
fresh
the
ingredient
Bears
and
gonna
recipe
win.
delivery
Bear.
service in the country.
Look, the only
All
good thing
ingredients
they're gonna
arrive
give
right to your
advantage
door,
with
guaranteed
is
fresh
the
and ready
monster
to
truck.
It's better than eating fast food, plus it's affordable.
But
Blue
let's be
Apron is
honest,
less
that's
than
bullshit if you
$10
win
per
via
person
monster
per meal.
truck.
I know, right?
Choose from a variety of recipes and get the meals that sound good to you. The ingredients are perfectly proportioned and the instructions are easy to follow. I mean, even Boomstick can do it.
Hey, watch it or you're not getting any of the next meal I make when it arrives. Like the soy-glazed pork and rice cakes with bok choy and marinated green beans.
And
That
if you're worried about
doesn't sound
variety,
like
don't
food.
bother. Recipes are not repeated within the year, so you'll never get bored. Check out this week's menu and
That's
get
a
your
big
first
bok
3
choy
meals
right
free
there.
with free shipping by going to blueapron.com/battle.
You'll love how good it feels and tastes to create incredible home-cooked meals with Blue Apron. So don't wait.
That's blueapron.com/battle.
Blue Apron, a better way to cook. But right now, it's time for a death battle!
Okay, let's see who wins.
Remember, kids, fire is a dangerous tool. We should never be left unattended. Well, time to go.
Because Gary doesn't help.
Only you could have prevented that forest fire, fool.
Fool. What? Here we go. Fight.
Why? You're both keepers of peace. Do you realize we're not watching a death battle?
Learn to respect your
We're watching a
surroundings.
Hanna-Barbera
I'll show
cartoon.
you respect.
That's a good arm. Oh
Remember, kids, if you're about to be mauled by a bear,
no. People over there. I got nothing.
I got nothing.
dog,
No.
The monster truck.
take a bite out of this.
Take a bite out of this. Oh. Oh.
Remember, because you grow in size.
Not even you can prevent this. Remember, kids. Remember me.
Remember, kids?
Remember, you know what? That is hands down the saddest episode of Death Battle I've ever
McGruff had a
seen.
I know.
rough time out there. Smokey was clearly the stronger combatant thanks to being a giant bear.
Thank you!
Wasn't totally outclassed. His greater speed and smaller size made the battle quite tedious for Smokey. But that's about it.
Yeah,
about
he
it.
couldn't compete with Smokey in anything else. It's like my grandpappy always said, why have a guard dog when you can get a guard bear?
But what truly mattered in this battle were their unique abilities, and in that, McGruff didn't stand a chance. When McGruff paused time, he couldn't affect the world around him, while Smokey has shown that he can.
Can.
And really, what are you gonna do against a bear that can grow to the size of a mountain?
So, bear beats dog, Smokey's powers were superior, and ultimately Smokey had far more options to take McGruff down for
I
good.
feel bad.
Smokey was just more than McGruff could
horribly
bear. Haha, one last bear pun. Stuck it, Wiz.
The winner is Smokey Bear.
I felt bad.
Stick around, we're about to announce the combatants for the next death battle.
And if you want to watch exclusive commentary on this episode, click that little box over there and start a first membership trial.
Thor. Oh! Thor versus Wonder Woman.
We are definitely watching
Only
this
you
one.
can prevent forest fires.
Okay, let's start about. This is. I think
This is the saddest death battle.
I've watched so many. I have watched a death battle where the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles kill each other.
Thank you.
I have watched Harry Potter go up against Luke Skywalker. This is the saddest death battle ever. These are
I like it. I just like the last shot he makes going, remember, kids.
Remember
Remember me.
Oh, that just got me. I'm like, oh, As soon as you heard it was a bear versus a dog, you knew the bear
Bear's
was
gonna win no matter what. Oh my god. For at this point, we're gonna bow our heads in just a quick moment of silence for McGruff. And that was it.
Yeah, that was the saddest death battle I've ever watched.
I'm serious.
They're both harmless, like people are just telling you to be better in your life.
Yeah, be better in your life.
Why are you having them go up against each other?
Oh my god.
Dear God.
Oh.
I did like the 2D animation.
The animation was cool, like you said. It reminds you like a Hanna-Barbera cartoon where they were going at it with each other. I just like it when every time McGruff was just like, when approached by a bear, bam! And then the last one he did, it was just like, that's where it made you even choke up a little bit more. You're like, oh god. He's like, remember.
Oh my god, that was. I feel bad watching this. I feel like
I should take a cold shower at this point. You're just like, no.
Yeah. I got nothing. That was an interesting death battle, though. You knew who was gonna win.
Yeah, hands down, you already knew who was gonna win. But I mean, it was interesting how it went at first, but then it's just like, no, just no.
Yeah, I didn't know it was actually based off an actual bear. I'll give it that. I didn't know.
I didn't know. That's what I said. That's what I loved about this one is that there was a lot of interesting facts that I didn't know about. You know, for either Smokey or McGruff, and there's certain things I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know, it was very interesting. It was cool. It was really cool. I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all I got. Can't wait to check out Thor vs. Wonder Woman.
Yeah, we are definitely checking out that one.
So other than that, this will be Thor's second time in a death battle.
Yeah,
actually, right. he went up against Raiden. I think he won. Against Raiden.
Oh, we'll have to
go
back and check.
For the Thor Wonder Woman. But other than that, though, if you're new to the channel, you can hit the like button. If you want to talk more about stuff like this, comment down below. If you want to share it around, and if you feel like you should a little more than anybody else than talking about what the fuck just happened to McGruff the Crime Dog, hit that subscribe button down below. And also, if you're on mobile, hit that bell icon to the right.
Again, just let us know what you thought of this, what you thought of this overall death battle yourself. You thought the same thing, or were you rooting all the way for McGruff the dog? I mean, let us know. I mean, even let us know if you not really, I'm not saying you got emotional, but was it just sad overall just to see this happen at all, pretty much? I mean, even when he said it, pretty much, the moment he said, remember me, it's like, oh god, no.
That made it feel so much worse.
It just made it feel so bad. But just let us know in the comments below, and definitely let us know what you thought of our reaction overall to this death battle, and thank you for watching.
So until next time, I'm Kristen.
I'm Christopher.
And that was a very unbearable episode of SRB.
See ya!
Later.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
Yeah, and if you want to see any more of our videos, check out the playlist links down below in the description.
And you can also check out our Twitter account pretty much down below at Super React Bros.